The new charges were part of a criminal complaint that laid out horrifying new details of how that attack unfolded just over a month ago. Peyton Gendron is now charged with 10 counts of a hate crime resulting in death, 3 others for the victims who survived and 13 others related to the use of a weapon.
We have team coverage tonight with Dave McKinley looking at the new details in the complaint and Claudine Ewing on the reaction from families. And our
Ron Plants is live at the holding center in downtown Buffalo where the accused shooter is being held tonight. Ron?
Well, Scott, Mary Alice, we can tell you it was expected all along that there could be dual-track prosecutions at the state and federal levels for Peyton Gendron, who you pointed out is still here at the Erie County Holding Center in isolation as we speak. Now, in this criminal complaint, which came out from the federal government today, there are some counts in there that technically could be death penalty eligible if the Justice Department would decide to go that way. You already know that there's a 25-count state indictment against Gendron, which is being processed at the state level. But today, with the U.S. Attorney here, we decided to ask him again about the death penalty eligible components of this case, and also the fact that he spoke with families who gave him possibly their opinions on the death penalty. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland, flanked by top Justice Department officials, began his Buffalo visit by paying his respects and laying flowers at the memorial to the 10 shooting victims. But he said he specifically wanted to meet with the victims' families, as he did in a private session, and then praised the strength of the community during his press conference.
In the days and weeks since the attack, we have all witnessed the strength of this community's bonds, its resilience, and its love. I am humbled to have just felt that firsthand in my discussions with the families.
Garland told reporters of the special duty of his department and its prosecutors to handle hate crimes.
At the Justice Department, we view confronting hate crimes as both our legal and our moral obligation.
Today, we charge this defendant with violating the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act, alleging he murdered 10 innocent people and attempted to murder 3 others with a firearm because he wanted to kill and injure Black people.
Merrick Garland, who was one of the chief federal prosecutors in the 1995 Oklahoma City bombing case, which led to the 2001 execution of Pendleton native Timothy McVeigh, was asked about the possibility of the death penalty in this case, even though President Biden has a moratorium in place and Garland is not personally known to be in favor of capital punishment. South Carolina church shooter Dylan Roof is still facing it. Again, in this case, the families will have a say.
This is a death penalty eligible crime. The Justice Department has a series of procedures that follows. First, of course, there has to be an indictment. After the indictment, then the regulatory procedures will be followed, and the families and the survivors will be consulted.
Now, we just got an update that at 10:30 tomorrow morning, Peyton Gendron will be in federal court for the first time ever. We understand he will be represented by 3 attorneys from the Federal Public Defender's Office. He still maintains his 3 attorneys who are appointed at the state level as well. Now, there's much more information in this criminal complaint.